Hello and Merry Christmas. I think I found the best, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Wait, watermelon. Wow, it really does work. Wait, hold on, watermelon. Watermelon. Okay. I think I found the best, way to prop up the camera. Hold on, first of all, let me put some lotion on these bad boys. Oh my goodness. You're about to hear some. Hold on, I'm gonna try and do it really softly so you don't hear all the crust on my hands. One bad thing about being dark skinned is that you can see every amount of ash on all of this, okay? As soon as I wash my hands, I don't know how people don't moisturize. It is beyond me. I will never understand. And some people don't have to moisturize. I think everybody should moisturize. I don't care what color you are. You need to moisturize. Let's be real here, folks. But, it's not gonna show up on your skin and your skin might not get as dry. But, yeah, during the cold seasons, my skin is screaming for some moisture. And after I wash my hands, it's just so bad. But that is not why I am making this video. I'm not here to talk about my dry skin. I'm here to say Merry Christmas. And I really didn't do too much this year. What did I do? I painted. I ate pizza. And I went to the movies. It was a really laid back Christmas. I just enjoyed my day off. I work for a place that is very busy during the holidays. I think most places are busier during the holiday seasons. So I'm just very tired. And this is the first year that, well, no, I guess last year I stayed home. Like, I didn't do anything for Christmas, but that's just because I had to, because I had COVID. I literally found out that I had COVID on Christmas Day and I got my period. So it was a double whammy on Christmas last year. And then this year I was like, I'm not doing anything. I planned to not do anything, but I ended up going to the movie theaters. So, but I just wanted to remind everyone, and myself included, just know that I'm never preaching I'm preaching to myself too. I'm talking to myself, okay? But just remind everyone about the reason for the season. I know that that term is so overplayed. And you'll see it. Sometimes people will have a manger, a little bumper sticker, and it'll have a manger, or keep Christ in Christmas, or remember the reason for the season and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to be, I'm not just trying to slap on that slogan and just say, remember the reason for the season. Okay, Merry Christmas, guys. No, really, to remind myself and everyone to remember what this day is truly about, because it's so easy to get caught up in the Christmas traditions and the traditions of other people, the traditions of this world, the traditions of just life in general. It's so easy to just get caught up in everything, because this is our I love when I say our. This is our, am I a pirate? This is our reality, you know, reality. This is what we can physically see, we can physically touch. This is what's real to us. So it's so easy to get caught up in this real world. And so I don't celebrate holidays anymore. Like, I'm not an active celebrator. Now, for Thanksgiving, if my family's having something, or if my friend is having something, or whoever is having something and they invite me over, I'm not gonna be like, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I'm not gonna go. No, I'm gonna go, you know? I enjoy food, you know? I enjoy good company. This Thanksgiving, my family had it together and we played Scattergory? No, what was it? Was it Categories? Something. And it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun over there, you know? And it was just great to come together and bond and have time together. But actively, like, I'm not celebrating anymore. And especially Christmas, I'm not actively going out and going Christmas shopping anymore. I remember those, I haven't done that in a little bit, but I've just really decided recently I'm not doing that anymore, because I just found myself giving in to those distractions of the Christmas traditions, and I, you know, would end up complaining about getting people gifts, or I'd have the mindset of like, oh, this person got me a gift, now I have to get them a gift. I thought I was done Christmas shopping, but now I have to go back out because now I feel guilty because you got me a gift and I didn't get you anything. I wasn't even thinking about you, but then you got me something and now you made me feel guilty. Now I have to get you a gift and now I'm complaining because now I have to spend more money and go back out and buy you a gift. Or, you know, the thought process of like, oh my gosh, is this gift enough? Like, is this gonna be enough for them? You know, I only got them 2 things. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you only got me 2 things, really? And I got you 4? Wow, seriously, that's what you're gonna get me for Christmas? And it's just that thing of like, oh, now I need to go back out and get them more, because now when I'm back home and I'm wrapping the gifts or I'm putting the gifts together, I'm like, this is not enough. You know, what if they think it's cheap? You know, what if they get me more? I don't know what they're getting me, and I don't want to give them a smaller gift, but then they end up giving me a bigger gift, and then it's like this thing. No, I'm done doing that. I'm done like making a list of people and actively going Christmas shopping. If I see something and if I feel led to get someone a gift, I will get them a gift. If I see something, I'm in public while I'm going shopping, or if I'm on Amazon or something, and I see something that I'm like, oh, this person would like this gift, I'll buy it for them. I'm not opposed to giving gifts, but literally actively going Christmas shopping, I'm not doing that anymore. So there will be people in my life that get gifts, and there will be people in my life that don't get gifts. Doesn't mean that I love them any less. Doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, whatever. No, it's just I'm not going Christmas shopping. I'm literally just like, if I see something, I'm going to pick it up for you and I'm going to give it to you. If I feel led, if I feel like God is placing somebody on my heart to give them a gift, to go out and buy a gift for them, or if he places something on my mind for me to get them, or if I overhear in a conversation like, oh yeah, this person, like I can't afford to get this for myself or my kids, or money's a little bit tight, so I've been whatever, then do that, you know what I mean? But like actively getting people things that are honestly pretty meaningless, like you think about the gifts that you give people, they're not even that sentimental half the time. I'm like, I used to get people like perfume and makeup and like purses, or you know, and that's sweet, and and I would still get them that if I saw something. I'm like, oh, if I smelled something, then I'm like, this reminds me of, you know, Sarah. I'm just making up a name. I need to get up and I think turn this heat off because hold on, it's getting a little bit hot in here. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's hot. So yeah, if I see that whatever, my friend would look good in this, or I'm liking this for them, then I'm gonna pick it up and get it. But I'm not going to go out and go. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I just found myself getting caught up in that whole thing, and it was more of a distraction, and it totally took away from the whole reason. And me giving gifts, it wasn't from the right motives, and it wasn't from the right like heart posture, because I'm just kind of like, I'm getting them gifts because it's Christmas, and I'm also getting them gifts because out of guilt, and then I'm like, this might not be enough, I don't know what they're getting me, you know. It's just no. So to eliminate that in all, I'm more about the giving part of it, and even just giving to strangers, you know, not just getting gifts for people in our own communities or in our own lives, but in different communities and living different lives than us. You know, there are homeless shelters, there are homeless people out on the streets who can't afford to have a Christmas, you know. They don't have a home to set up and decorate, and you know, maybe they don't have family to go to have a nice meal. So even just making their day and whatever, getting them something, getting them a gift, giving them a gift, or whatever it may be, buying them a meal, cooking them a meal, you know. I'm totally all for that, but I just feel like we get so wrapped up in so many different things, and not just Christmas time. I'm talking about in general, but I'll talk about Christmas specifically because it is Christmas, and I just wanted to remind myself and everybody else just the reason for the season, and just to stay thankful for Jesus's life here on earth, and to remember him and how he was such an example as to how we are to be, how we are to act, how we are to conduct ourselves. Now, obviously, we will fall short because we are human beings, and we are not God, and we will never be perfect until we die and go to heaven. But as far as being here, and as long as we live here, we will not be perfect. So obviously, we will fall short. I fall short just about every day. So if, you know, you feel the same way, listen, you're not alone, okay? A lot of people kind of put on this face of, or persona of perfection. They're not. I'm here to tell you. And I can feel the same way too, where it's like, am I the only one that's like messing up, or, you know, whatever? Like, yeah, it's not intentional. Maybe a thought pops into my head, or multiple thoughts pop into my head. Just negativity, all these different things that I know I shouldn't dwell on and I shouldn't hold onto, but there I am again, holding on to these negative thoughts when I'm supposed to capture all of my thoughts and make them submit to God, basically. And yeah, but I don't. So I fall short a lot, very frequently. But that's when grace comes in, and you do have to give yourself grace, which also I'm not that good at, but we're working on it. Anyways, not the point. Okay. But yeah, just remembering that Jesus' life and how he was such a perfect example for us and how we're supposed to be. And remembering that God's commandments to us, which are, you know, to love God and to love each other and to live in unity with one another, and even to love our enemies. So, you know, God may call you to get a gift for someone that you don't even like, someone that you haven't talked to in years, someone that might have done you dirty. Okay. Whatever. But we are called to, you know, love God and to love others and even to love our enemies. So, yeah, to me, that is the reason of this season, is to just be thankful for Jesus's life here on earth and his willingness to come here and to be the teacher of all teachers, the counselor of all counselors, and the protector of all protectors, the Prince of Peace, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, and just in remembrance of him, and to not get so caught up just in the everyday life, and to not get so caught up in, especially this season, in the gifts and receiving the gifts, and, you know, being upset that you didn't get exactly what you wanted, or being upset that, you know, yeah, you thought you were going to get this, but you didn't get that, and nitpicking at the different things, or this is supposed to be this way, and, you know, we're supposed to have dinner at this time, and we can't eat until this time, and we need to put this tree up at this time. The tree, you know, just all of the of life, you know. Set it down, you know, set it down. Those are all distractions, and it's just super important to remind ourselves daily, not even just in this season, but literally daily, to remind ourselves and to focus on the cross. And actually, I want to read this verse. I opened up to something else, but that was before this. Hold on. I'm going to go to, why is my hand shaking? Am I okay? My hands are shaking. Hebrews 12. I'm going to end with this. I don't want to make this too long. So I'm reading the New Living Translation, Hebrews 12, starting in verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endures the cross, disregarding its shame. And there's a little asterisk here. Hold on. So for 12:2, it says, or Jesus, the originator and perfecter of our faith. I wasn't even going to read that, but that what I said reminded me of that. And those verses mean a lot to me. And it kind of has like another meaning to me too. But I'm more so like to focus on this meaning. Does that make sense? Probably not, but obviously this is the actual meaning of the verse, but of the verses. But I love these verses because literally let us strip off every weight that slows us down. And I feel like we literally I need to tattoo this on. I wish I could just, I don't even know, tattoo this, like not tattoo this, but like literally just have this projected right in front of my face whenever like something pops up in my brain just that's distracting me, any like negative thought, depressive thought, or anything in my life that just whatever, that's just like a me distraction, like just like ugh, you know. I literally wish I could just have this an automatic projection. Like I wish I don't even know, but to let us strip off every single weight that slows us down, and that we need to keep our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith, or the originator and perfecter of our faith. So, yeah, this is a message. This is for me, period. But, you know, I hope this is also encouraging too, because like I said, it's so easy to get so tangled up in everyday life, in our own thoughts and the things that just are surrounding us and other people's thoughts. I have a issue with allowing other people's thoughts about me to define me, instead of letting God's thoughts about me define me, and also like the reality of the situation. Like I could be completely in the clear, not even done anything wrong, but someone else's perception of me could be something totally different because they perceived something like wrong or just a miscommunication. And I will allow that to completely ruin my day. And again, it's just all distractions. And, you know, we are to fix our eyes on Jesus, who perfects our faith. Which that could be a whole thing. So anyways, yeah, that's it. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and yeah, I hope that this was an encouragement, and just to help people to remember, you know, what we're really celebrating, because these gifts that we get, they're all temporary. They will rot. We can't bring them with us, you know, when we die. And honestly, we probably won't even remember them. Honestly, my Christmas gifts that I got, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I think I still have like some fuzzy socks. Oh, my mom got me pajama pants years ago. I still wear them. But the majority of my Christmas gifts, don't use them. Don't use them anymore. I have no clue where they are. Not even one clue. And then if it's money or something, it's probably been spent on like Starbucks or like, I don't know, something stupid that I don't have anymore. So, you know, Jesus is everlasting and he is eternal. He is forever. And it's better to fix our eyes on the things that are eternal instead of the, It's better to fix our eyes on the eternal instead of fixing our eyes on the temporary and focusing on what is around us, you know. So anyways, Merry Christmas, and I hope that you enjoyed your day. And don't, you know, if you had a Christmas alone, I hope that you got to cherish that, because this could be your last Christmas alone. You may never have this Christmas alone again. Next year you could have kids, or a kid, I guess. And you're gonna be not wishing, I'm not saying you'll regret having a kid, but I think it's so important. It's something that I need to remind myself to cherish the seasons that we're in, because you will never get this time back. So, you know, it's like a couple years from now, I could be looking back like, oh my gosh, now life is so busy. Now life is, I mean, my life is busy now, but like, you know, life is so crazy. I crave my alone time, but now I have like 5 kids. I hope I don't have 5 kids, but now I have like 5 kids and now I never get alone time. You know what I mean? So it's just so important to just enjoy the season that you have right now. Anyways, okay, that is all, and good night.